I'm Aurian Archive, and I cut off the desktop audio, so hopefully that won't be in the background of the stream. I don't know if the YouTube demonetized. Well, after that last stream, I can't ever see Google ever monetizing me, ever monetizing me. However, it's okay. I'm a little exhausted, and for most of the day, I've been working through Fantasy Star Online New Genesis while uh, I had a couple of had a farmer going leveling up the staff stone stalker. Promise I'm going to be able to actually say this out loud. All right, the staff stone stalker. Uh, basically, if you were listening to an earlier stream, somebody had a question about stone armor on stalkers, so I wanted to see if staff on stalker Give me Staff on Stalker was like kinetic melee on Stalker, significantly better since it didn't have the debuff limitations enforced by the mechanics that the set uses. Also, in this case, the form of the soul, form of the body, form of the mind. All right, I already have an idea of what I want to do, and what I didn't realize until I actually was looking through the builds is I at some point what's six? July? July, I think. I made a staff willpower stalker for another player. I don't remember who, but it's there in the build system, and it's recent enough, and that it was after the uh, new new sets had been added. So I have an idea of what the Stalker staff should probably look like. I'm probably going to be dropping Serpent's Reach to get where I want to be. Because what I really want to wind up with is I kind of want to do, if I can get to it, I want to take Corrosive Vial, just because I think that would be a hoot. Uh, but I'm planning on dropping Serpent's Reach and taking Shiroken. Instead, for the higher end, yes, you get Serpent's Reach lower in levels. You get it at, what is that, 26? Uh, whereas the earliest you can get Shiroken would be 41. But I'm thinking that uh, maybe something worth looking at swapping over. Uh, Serpent's Reach isn't all that bad, since I was playing on a staff tank, and it it does have some application. Uh, and there's an argument to be made that I really want to take Web Grenade because that is at least useful in Rikti Mothership Raid, and I can put a chance for hold on it and make it useful in Lady Grey Task Force. So there are some other considerations there. So we're just going to kind of dive in on a respec and see what slots we have available. Now, over in the background is an image of my stone scrapper and the powers that I know I'm probably going to need to rack stone skin all the way up when I get to the slotting, and I'm probably going to want to keep my slotting on Earth's Embrace and Root it. So we'll first of all kind of go through and pick out the attacks and everything as I probably need them. And we're at level 6, 8, and we are at now at, okay, now this should be level 8. Okay, stun skin, placate, and we're kind of leaning towards speed of sound, root it, eye of the storm, crystal. Wait, what level is crystal armor? Crystal armor is 20, so this would be where Positron Task Force starts. I kind of want combat jumping in here to give me air control. Crystal armor. Alright, we're still skipping Earth's Embrace for right now. Going to Experimental Injection. Theoretically taking Serpent's Reach. Okay, now we'll take Sky Splitter, Minerals. Choose from an epic weapon. So we can do Physical Perfection, Shuriken, Exploding Shuriken. I got 2 powers left. So I could take both Corrosive Vial and Geode. Now let's see if I've actually got these slots here to do anything with it. Stone Skin, I'm pretty sure I'm going to want all the way out. Rooted, probably going to want up 5 on. Earth's Embrace, I'm probably going to want up 5 on. We're skipping health and stamina for right now. Geo's just going to get 1 slot. We're going to Guarded Spin. Give it 5 slots. Assassin Staff gets 6 slots. Alright, Precise Strike. We'll give it 5 slots. Build Up we'll skip for now. Placate we'll skip for now. Eye of the Storm. 5 slots. Serpent's Reach. 5 slots. Sky Splitter. 6 slots. Okay, let's look over at our tank values. Or, I'm sorry, our armor values. Rock Armor, we had 4 slots. Crystal Armor, we're going to give it 3 for right now. Brimstone, we're going to give it 3 for right now. Minerals, we're going to give it 4 for right now. Geode's getting none. Alright, Speed of Sound. Let's see, Speed of Sound didn't get any. Combat Jumping didn't get any. Physical Perfection, we're going to give it 5. Okay, if we give Physical Perfection 5 slots, actually, we're going to go ahead and give it 7. And we're going to take those 2 powers out. Okay, and that gives me 4 slots for Corrosive Vial. I probably only need 3 slots, I think. So if I take 3 slots from here, okay. I think this may be good enough. Because I can always respec later. We'll want to save these. Alright. I'm dealing with a question. Okay. Let's focus back on the character. Let's do a clear tray. And now we'll kind of go ahead and set up Precise Strike. And 1 second now. Still rolling a farmer on the other window. Okay. So Precise Strike. Assassin Staff will build up. Placate. Eye of the Storm is the PBOE. Serpent's Rage. Sky Splitter. So Guarded Spin. It's gonna go right in here. Okay. We may have to set it up like that. Okay, bring it down. Exploding, Shuriken, Shuriken, combat jumping, physical perfection's a title. We'll go corrosive vial, speed of sound, experimental injection. No, wait, I won't jump there. Sprint. Okay. Now let's start thinking about we're probably going to run Stone Skin exactly the same way as I did before. Alright. So look at a Gambler Defense. We'll take all three of these. Look at a Gambler Recharges. Reactive Defense is scaling. Alright, we're doing, yeah, I got a Reactive Defenses endurance reduction. So let's slot some of these. Kismet, potentially going in rock armor. Look at the item plans. Gambler's defense going into. Well, we'll hold off on putting it on stun skin. Look at the gambler proc into rock armor. Look at the gambler proc into crystal armor. Look at the gambler proc into minerals. 1, 2, 3. Alright. We're going to get another proc probably in combat jumping. Excuse me. And where do we want you to go? Stone skin or hide? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we need a one, two, 1, 2, 3. Realize since I'm not picking up maneuvers or kick tough weave. I'm kind of counting on hide to pick up some of the overall defense, but that may not have been a particularly brilliant decision. Resist may be a little. That's advanced modification healing. Okay, I'm kind of still going to roll with the. Excuse me. Stalker path. I'm kind of thinking about how much defense is hide going to give me. 1.88. This is one of those. We'll have to see how it shakes out once everything's in place. Okay, I actually had scheduled for a shield wall on mineral, so I got the slots here. So I'm thinking, since hide takes no endurance, putting the raw defense on hide. Look at the gambler, look at the gambler, look at the gambler, look at the gambler. So I just need 2 more procs. Okay, I think that can be made to work. Alright, is there anything else in here that am I going to be running Aegis? No, it does not look like I'm going to be running Aegis. Steadfast Protection. Unbreakable Guard. Am I running Unbreakable Guard anywhere? Oh, I was running an Aegis on Tough. But I didn't take Get Tough or Weave. So, again, not really sure how this is going to shake out. I'm thinking of replacing one of the resist with another defense boost on Stone Skin. We'll see how that shakes out. We'll see how that shakes out when we get there. What's our 3 spot on Stone Skin? Okay, maximum health by 1.88. Alright, so, okay, I did a defense endurance there when I meant to do a defense, so we'll go ahead and kind of plan on that. I do the Unbreakable Guard proc and a resist defense. Yeah, that moment when you're not sure if you've screwed up, physical perfection may wind up being preemptive optimization. Again, we'll just have to see what this looks like when I get out there. Okay. Let's put some of this up. Actually, it's a good question. With accolades in place and Earth's Embrace up, I didn't slot Earth's Embrace, did I? No, I didn't. I didn't actually slot any of these. Rock Armor, Crystal Armor, Brimstone Armor, Minerals, Rooted, Geode, which probably isn't going to be used very often. Alright, we'll roll it down like that for now. Alright, anything in here that I'm going to need? I don't. On staff. Doesn't look like I had any knockback to mitigate. Okay, Gaussian, chance for build-up. And we'll roll that in on build-up. Not sure yet if I'm doing artillery. We don't have mud pots, so I don't have to worry about that. Alright, Brimstone Armor is getting an Aegis. So I need an... don't have the Aegis that I'm looking for. Let's go for the PvPs right now. Actually, let's go back to the heal. Alright, with power transfer. Okay, we're going to hold off on power transfer for right now. But we are going to see, do we have a... Going to hold off on Synapse's Shock as well. Don't see a preventative medicine proc. I do have a Amino Regeneration Recovery, which we'll go ahead and slot over in health. Did I have any? No, I didn't have any procs. Okay. Let's check our probably don't have any, but Stalker's Guile. Yes, I do. Have accuracy damage. I'm going to need all of them. Accuracy damage recharge, damage endurance recharge, damage recharge. And what's our other one? Critical strike. Oh, I just saw it. Assassin's Mark. Chance for recharge. Build up. Okay. We've at least got a proc going, so that's something. Okay, chance for recharge proc, and we were putting this in guarded spin. Okay, and our accuracy damage is going into Assassin Staff. Accuracy damage recharge. Third down. Damage endurance recharge. Fourth down. Damage recharge. Okay, so let's do the email check. Character items. Oh, not going to. Assassin's Mark. Stalker's Guile, damage endurance recharge. No, I already had a damage endurance recharge. Okay, let's check. Okay, first gravitational. Alright, what are they? Okay, Assassin's Mark and Stalker's Guile. Ascendancy of the Dominator, Assassin's Mark. Okay, Assassin's Mark Quad. Assassin's Mark damage endurance recharge. Assassins, what was that? Damage endurance recharge. Damage recharge. Okay. And I needed Stalker's Guile. Quad. Stalker's Guile, recharge, chance to hide. Okay, good. Let's ship these over. F. Reply. Send, reply. Send, reply. Send, reply, send. Okay, check our inbox. And there we are. Alright, we've got chance to hide, quad. I may have wanted accuracy damage, quad, damage endurance recharge. Our last ones are accuracy damage recharge or accuracy damage and damage recharge. So we'll go with damage recharge and look for an accuracy damage. What was the pump 5 on this anyways? Oh, damage by 3 point. Okay, it does increase damage, so I could actually pull a slot from here if I need to. Good to know. Alright, let's go back and check our heal. Did I have a preventative medicine in here? Power transfer, preemptive, preventative medicine. I do not have a preventative medicine prompt right now. Okay, anything else I can fill in while I'm here? I don't want to fill in the purples. I want to right now fill in the powers that give defense. So that would be blistering cold is next, because that's probably not going to change. Do I have any blistering colds in here, though? Am I going to be using an avalanche? Doesn't look like I slotted one. Alright, so blistering cold, act damage, act dam endurance, act dam recharge, chance for hold. Chance for hold, act dam recharge, act dam endurance. So I need the quad and damage endurance. Quad and damage endurance. Let's check character items first. Excuse me. Nope, nothing in blistering cold. Blaster's Wrath, blistering cold, act dam recharge. Okay, nothing in there, so I am gonna have to go get it elsewhere. Alright. Am I using other... I may be using EOs down here. Let's pick up our preventative medicines. No, wait, I'm not going to have that many because we already looked. Do I even have a... I don't even have a gladiator's proc in here. Okay, let's... I'm pretty sure I don't have any converters stored, but we'll check. Yes, I got some. These are going to be boosters. It is. We'll come back. And since we got 11 resistance recharge, we'll try on this one. Inset conversion, hide conversion prompt, resistance, endurance recharge, teleport protection. Alright, now we'll go grab the steadfast protection, proc and some of our how much? The brief on 1 year. Not really sure how much ID 60 million. May not necessarily be enough, but we'll find out. Okay, so first thing, I need 1, 2, 3. I need 3 defense endurance and 3 defense endurance recharge. See what we can get. Enhancements, crafted, defense, luck of the gambler, defense endurance. 50. We'll start with just 2 million for 3. See what we get. Alright, not quite enough. 3 million for 3. We got 2. 3, 3, 5. Got. Alright, now defense endurance recharge. We'll start off with 2 million for 3. Didn't get any. We'll try 3 million. We got all 3. So we'll get these slotted. Defense endurance, defense endurance. Oh, wait, I'm not using defense endurance there. Defense endurance recharge, defense endurance recharge. I need it. I was going to do the... Okay, I need 2 luck of the gambler. And we'll go ahead and go for attuned enhancements. Defense sets, luck of the gambler. Defense includes Okay, currently listening to Anything at All orchestral version Dead by April. I think I mentioned this before. It's a really good track. Alright. Alright, we'll jump straight up to 4 million. Alright, 4 million wasn't quite enough. 4.2 million, not quite enough. Alright, 4.5 million got me closer. 4.8. 4.8 didn't get me any more. 4.9 got me 1. 4.99. I know. Okay, we're doing shield wall. This one. I need a steadfast protection, which will be within. Resist damage, steadfast protection, resist defense, level 30. Alright, and we'll go back and grab a reactive defenses defense. Reactive defenses defense. That was in here. We'll drop these off. Reactive defense defense. Now we'll go look at our shield walls. Shield wall, defense recharge, defense endurance recharge. No procs. See if we can grab a proc. Insect conversion. Well, there's a defense endurance, which we did need. Running out of converters. Well, that was one more defense endurance, which we'll throw back in here. Last one. Nope. Okay, let's inbox. Reply. Okay, email. There we go. Let's step back outside. AH. Oh, not AH yet. Well, maybe. Okay, defense endurance. Into minerals. Defense, endurance, recharge. Now we need the defense sets, shield wall, proc. I can do the proc attuned. Defense, shield wall, proc. Alright, 5 wasn't quite enough. Bump up to 6. Bump up to 7. 7-1. 7-2. 7-5. 7-9. 8. 8-5. 8-9. 9. Oh. Scandroid, aka Cell Dweller, aka Blue Stolly, aka Clayton, has done a version of Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Wow. Still not enough? Wow. All the way up to 13 million. Quite a lot. But we'll slide that in there. Okay, we needed an Aegis for Brimstone's armor. We want crafted. We want resist, Aegis. Do I go for the proc or do I go for maximum resistance? Or do I go for shave off some, and since I've got physical perfection, I may be able, between physical perfection and the revamped crystal armor, I may be able to get away with what I'm about to do. So we're going to go for an Aegis resistance. We'll start with 2 million. We'll watch my zeros. And we'll do a resistance endurance. And then we'll go back to our attuned. And we'll do resist, Aegis, sonic status resist. Alright. Alright, now we just need... We're saving off on the heals for right now. We need an Assassin's Mark Actam. So we can get that in Stalker archetypes and Assassin's Mark. What was it? Actam? Yeah, I'm going for act damage. It's going to be way too low. But 5 million was enough. Okay. Blistering Cold. I need a damage end in the quad. So melee damage. Blistering Cold. That's quad. And damage endurance. Damage endurance. It's going to be too low. Oh, that was just enough. Quad. Quad. Sky Splitter. Okay. And we'll go grab some boosters and catalyst. And then we'll start planning the rest of the build. knew I had some boosters in one of these. So boosters, catalysts, and yeah, I know I could probably fit, since I really don't need that damage buff, I could fit a Luck of the Gambler in guarded spin and maybe free up a uh, another slot over here. Yeah, sometimes if you click on an enhancement in the middle of the animation, it'll just zip back into place. I don't know why it does this. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does. It's very useful when it does, because you can just rock through like that. Okay, now I need to run Blistering Cold up. I'm still just kind of disappointed that Timonite does a pirate-themed album, and it's boring. I didn't even know that was possible. I mean, Timonite making something that's boring. Anyways, what brought that thought to head is MDK. Wait, is that a? That's a prime. Oh, and anyway, so Timonite, who normally does very good drum and bass, and there's another one out there, MDK, and MDK does the kind of not really drum and bass, but not really 18-bit, not really 16-bit. It's MDK kind of has a unique sound unto himself. Um, Not techno. It's sort of like I'm not sure I could ever quantify or qualify MDK. It's he's got a style, and I really like it. Um, but he does a lot of crossovers, and sometimes some of the crossovers that he does um, is a lot like whenever AU5 does a crossover, it's gonna be really good because AU5 is really good at bass, but he's maybe not so good on the other spectrums. And when he does a crossover with someone who's really good on the other spectrums, he gets something that sounds really great. Okay, there we are. Our powers are all up, or at least the ones I'm pretty sure are not going to change. How much of a gap do I got to close with everything up? And I have a better idea on how this is going to handle. Well, that was rooted. That was crystal. I was wrong. Where's hide? Did I not bring hide? I did not bring hide down. All right, we're going to do all our defenses next to each other. Well, all of our active defenses. And now we're going to bring up combat attributes. And we're going to monitor smashing defense. We're going to monitor fire defense. And we're going to monitor energy defense. I'm not worried about AoE because AoE is going to crater once we get out of hide. I just want to know how bad our hide drop is, how much we still got to cover. Because I'll be able to pick up Winter's Bite in Shiroken if I'm putting Apocalypse into Serpent Strike. Okay, so clicking on a present, dropped hide. I don't have that much at all to cover on smashing. I mean, smashing is down to 44. Fire is 27. Energy is 34, 60. So we're going to run back inside and we're going to focus on energy first, because actually filling these out, we'll think about Apocalypse and Eye of the Storm, or Apocalypse and Serpent's Reach, and Shiroken with Winter's Bite, Superior's Winter's Bite. Did I still even have any Winter's Bites? Character items. Winter's Bite. Yeah, I had a couple over here. Did I have any in my own? This one. No. Okay, let's get the emails going. Reply. Okay, we kind of looped around. So Far Out and Dark Cloud, somewhere in between extended play. I think I listened to this before. But there's a track in here that features Run, RUNN, and it's Waterfall with Run, featuring Run, Riot, and Far Out and Leonard A, Far Out and Leonard A, and Far Out and Dark Cloud. Pretty sure because of the Dark Cloud that I've listened to this album before, and I think I liked it. Okay. Inbox. Okay, we have Winter's Bite Accuracy Damage Recharge, Winter's Bite Accuracy Damage Endurance, Winter's Bite Accuracy Damage. So let's step back outside. Wait, Frozen Blast. If I go ahead and think about slotting Frozen Blast on Exploding Shiroken, did we have any Frozen Blast in here? Nope, straight to Tomb. Let's check here. Nope. Let's check email. Fortunata Freak. Nope. Let's check Q. Essence transfer. Frozen Blast. Okay, I've got some Frozen Blast. Accuracy damage. Accuracy damage endurance. Quad. Recharge. Damage endurance. I had all 6 of those. Inbox claim, 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 claim. And now we'll slot these. Accuracy damage, accuracy damage endurance, quad, accuracy damage recharge, damage end. And we'll go ahead and catalyze these up. Alright. And I'm potentially thinking about, well, we'll see what Corrosive Vial when we get there. Because I still gotta close some smashing lethal. I mean, I have some ideas on how to close it, but it's one of those when we get there, we'll get there. Okay. So I still needed Winter's Bite, Damage Recharge. We're looking good here, though. So I need range damage. I already know that there's no superior Winter Bite for sale. So we need damage recharge, proc, and quad. Excuse me. Quad, proc, damage recharge. And okay. We're now at 45.2.1, 45.11. See how far it drops. 39. So I just need to make up a little over 5% for each. How am I going to do that? Alright, precise. I have not used I don't. Well, I could do an avalanche and Eye of the Storm instead of Armageddon. But that would get me my smashing lethal closed. Corrosive File is ranged AoE damage. Or, if I did Eradication in Eye of the Storm, it wouldn't quite close the gap. Okay, I got you boosted, I got you boosted, you're boosted. So I filled those in with the purples that they originally had. I don't get any defense out of them. I just get regeneration. Earth's Embrace will just give me... I do got ranged energy in one of the healing sets, but that's Numina's, and that's all the way out. I really need fire, cold. And the thing is, if I did... Precise Strike is melee damage. I could do a kinetic combat and precise strike. And that would free up a slot for eradication. And I could do preemptive optimization and physical perfection. Or I could do Numina's and physical perfection. Because Numina's gives me a range defense, energy, negative defense. So Numina plus eradication AH. PB AoE damage. I want AoE, melee AoE damage now. Alright, Eradication gives me 3.13. 3.13, that was 3.13 energy negative. So 3.13 plus 1.875. Count 3.13 plus 1.875. 5.05. 5.05. Not going to be enough. But I don't have enough to slot it yet, do I? Incarnate? No, I don't have any incarnate slots. If I took agility, I would already be there, I think. And that's now what I'm contemplating. Is if I took agility incarnate. Because these are high enough figures at the top end. Where once I slot Rooted, once I slot Earth's Embrace, and once I slot Purples in Precise Strike, Eye of the Storm, Serpent's Reach, I think ranged AoE damage, ranged AoE damage. I'm looking for artillery. Artillery gives me energy and negative energy defense at 3 slots. So I could cover it by going to preemptive optimization. What does preemptive optimization get me? Excuse me. And I can't use the Oro portal for some reason. Okay, healing. Preemptive optimization. What do you get me? Maximum in, maximum health, toxic sonic resist, recharge time. Alright. Strong energy and negative. Okay. I really like the idea of using power transfer for that heal. For the chance to heal to add an additional. Uh, let's get our Panacea. We're going to need 1 Endurance Recharge, 1 Healing Absorb. Going to need both Healing Absorb recharges. Let's go ahead and get these slotted. Endurance Recharge is going here. Healing Absorb is going here. Healing Absorb Endurance Recharge is going here. Healing Absorb Endurance Recharge is going here. Okay. And we're going to, I think, do attune preemptive optimizations. And I needed to grab the preventative medicine proc. Because there's another factor to consider here if I'm in a fight at low levels. Alright, guarded spin. I thought that was guarded spin. Okay, so guarded spin isn't actually. Oh, I'm not watching lethal. Excuse me. It's melee and lethal. Whoops. I'm looking at smashing. No wonder it's not giving me a boost. Okay. Uh, Now, the immediate fix for this would be to drop Corrosive Vial and just go with maneuvers there. And yeah, that would probably work. But I really like the idea of having Corrosive Vial, and I think once I slot Agility, uh, we'll be well. We need to get Agility slotted first, and then see what it looks like. So let's finish slotting this out. All right, I needed proc and healing absorb endurance. Let's do okay. Tuned enhancements, crafted enhancements, healing. Panacea. First of all, we need to we're gonna do the proc on an attune so it stands out. I need healing absorb endurance and healing absorb recharge. Healing absorb endurance. Whoa. And healing absorb recharge. And that wasn't quite enough. Not quite enough. Enough. Alright, healing absorb endurance. There. And now here we need proc. Healing absorb endurance. Which one did I already have? Oh, healing absorb endurance recharge. Oh, well, that was apparently the last one at that price point. Time to bump it up. There we go. Okay. So healing absorb. Alright, healing absorb. Alright, healing absorb recharge. Healing absorb. Alright, healing absorb endurance and proc. Healing absorb endurance. Attuned. Healing. Panacea. Proc. Okay. Now while we're in here, we need preventative medicine. Absorb proc. Slot that there. We can also use, wait, that's an endurance modification. All right, endurance modification. I think we're still going with preemptive optimization. Preemptive optimization, accuracy recharge, endurance modification, accuracy endurance. Okay, be right back. Alright, sorry, when a security light comes on, and you're pretty sure that the normal reason the security light comes on, a kitty cat is inside, you do go and check it. Endurance modification, accuracy recharge. Endurance modification, accuracy recharge. Alright, endurance modification, endurance reduction. Well, that's, yeah. I know physical perfection's not. I know it's not actually getting me anything but the set bonuses. And it's like I would prefer synapses or uh, power transfer for the chance for heal. Alright, now we need corrosive vial, which because it's going to be offering a defense bonus. Well, I already got. Thing is, I already got the fire cold. The thing is, my fire cold defense is not going to be uh, in play unless I'm at 50 because I've got brimstone armor boosted all the way. Uh, so that's another factor that I'm keeping in mind is that unless I do a radical change on the powers, go back and take either kick, tough, weave, or take maneuvers in place of something. In this case, the most likely candidate would be corrosive vial. Um, so I'm probably still going to only be capped at level 50. So I may go back and change these to power transfer for the recharge. We'll need to see what it'll, and that's just thinking that through. I'm only going to be at those soft caps at level 50 anyways. I'm going to have to rely on other utilities. So let's go ahead and see what purples I can grab from my base. Yeah, purple, 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 purple. Okay, I need a apocalypse. I need I can now do threat duration and placate. That actually gives me a couple of interesting options. Because now I can use taunt, placate, recharge. Oh, I know there's a range. I need to check those. Because I might find something interesting. I do have a chance to build up. Okay, so I need Hecatomb, Armageddon, and Apocalypse. Alright, I got an Apocalypse damage, probably not going to be using. I got an Armageddon chance for fire damage, Armageddon damage reduction, damage recharge, recharge accuracy. We'll be able to slot all of them up. Damage endurance reduction, damage recharge accuracy. Alright, so now I just need Apocalypse and Hecatomb. Hecatomb chance for damage. Hecatomb damage in. Hecatomb damage recharge. Hecatomb damage recharge accuracy. Hecatomb recharge accuracy. That's all the ones I need. Proc. Damage. Endurance reduction. Damage recharge. Damage recharge accuracy. Recharge accuracy. Now I just need Apocalypse. And now I may be running low on what I've actually got in stock. Okay, Apocalypse damage, probably not using. Alright. Annihilation, artillery. Wait, I needed artillery. Uh, Artillery accuracy damage. What's our artilleries? Uh, we do have a range in here, so I'm actually just going to go with the, I do have two ranges, so I'm going to go with accuracy, damage recharge, accuracy recharge range, and endurance recharge range. Okay, accuracy damage recharge, accuracy recharge range, endurance recharge range. Okay. And there goes my cat meowing right about when I thought he was going to be meowing. Because he's a kitty and he does meowing. Apocalypse recharge accuracy. Apocalypse damage recharge. Now I just need a damage recharge accuracy, damage endurance. Got one other place in here I can check. And nope. So we are out. Hello, kitty. Just do me a favor and don't wham me upside the head again. And if you're kind of thinking, is that a joke? No, it's not. A stream a while back, he just wandered in and walloped me. I just strolled right up and wham. I'll keep the catalyst for now, just in case. Okay. So, yeah, anyways, my plan kind of right now is, since I just had that reality check, that I'm only going to be at those soft caps at level 50 because I already have brimstone armor placed. I really don't need those soft caps at lower levels because I'll have other utilities to bring to bear. Uh, it's like a stalker. My whole point is hit and run, not hit and stay and fight. And I will have regen. That's the other thing I wanted to check. So I got some more boosters. I need to get Apocalypse. Alright, so first thing, we'll finish up the Apocalypse, which is crafted enhancements, ranged damage. Apocalypse. Wait a second. I will get the attuned proc. I need endurance reduction and damage recharge accuracy. Damage endurance reduction and damage recharge accuracy. I'm gonna be kind of annoyed if this really does go all the way to 20. But I suspect, nope, there we go. Just short. Alright, damage, endurance reduction, damage recharge accuracy. Now I just need the proc. Alright, while I'm on this side, I want running. We have thrust. We have thrust, running speed, endurance, running speed, increased run speed. Yeah. Yeah, they okay, on this one the fire cold resistance is not bad. And the 10%, but the 10% to resist its resist slow effects at pump 4 is as if it was 50% resist to slow effects at pump 4, you would see some kinetics really making an effort to go that deep, because the worst thing that can happen to kinetics is for kinetics to get slowed. You'd also see some other builds maybe intentionally going deep. Oh, there's a Winter Lord up. Right now, though, I know I normally like to do Blessing of the Zephyr. Oh, there's only like one for sale, so we're going to do our normal Universal Travel Blessing of the Zephyr. Run speed, endurance. What, there are none for sale? No. Kitty Cat's intent on being a pest. Alright. Let's go grab that proc. Oh, wait. Ranged damage. Apocalypse. Chance for negative energy damage. That was probably a bit too low. Let's go all the way up to 10. There we go. Okay, let's check out our options on presence. What is it? Threat duration. Annoyance. Mocking beratement. Perfect Zinger. Triumphant insult. Chance to disorient. Alright, Perfect Zinger gives us a taunt placate range. So we'll swap out of attuned and go back to normal. No, not normal, crafted. So, first of all, we're going to drop by endurance modification and pick up Synapse's shock, endurance modification, increased run speed, level 50. And then we'll go down to threat duration, perfect Zinger, taunt placate range. And we'll throw you on stamina. We'll throw you on placate. Now I just need swift and hurdle. Yeah, there's a Winter Lord up somewhere. Well, you probably saw the overlay, so. Good as time as any to check this build out. It's not quite complete. Well, why did my fire defense fall so far? Because it was equal to my energy defense. Do I have a hidden? Alright. Checking all the places where I've known a Winter Lord to spawn. Sorry, I'm a little confused right now by... Oh, wait. Someone just hit me with a fortune, didn't they? Uh, powers, combat attributes, hide power sources, fire defense. I'm I'm not sure. I mean, fire defense was just at 45, and then suddenly dropped. So kind of confused on what. How did I lose 3 fire defense? Where did it go? I am not seeing that Winter Lord. And the thing is, the Winter Lord can only spawn if somebody opens a present. Who opened a present and didn't hang around to call out, I've got a Winter Lord? Yeah, I remember a time when I could just tab indefinitely using my left hand, and now it's hurting. Well, it's hurting to use the finger I was using. It's just like I joined a team and suddenly my defense went down. Just why? And did I catalyze something without catalyzing the rest? Alright, spiraling found them. Oh, would have never thought to have looked there. Superior, 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 superior. don't get it. Oh, spiraling's not 50. So I dropped below Aegis. So it turned off. Okay. I didn't notice because none of my powers dropped out to indicate that we had been exemplar. I just lost a set bonus. Excuse me. Ready as I'm never gonna be. Ho! What? How? Oh. There's only a scrapper. Of course I yanked aggro. I'm doing pretty good on endurance, actually. I'm watching the numbers count off and not doing too shabby. Oh, woof. Just took a massive hit. Frozen Fury. Okay, let's go back and my endurance consumption wasn't bad till close to the end, but I'm about to plus up some of these powers, plus up some of my stamina. So I really just, I'll get the proc for this later while I think about this. I think I have enough boosters on hand. Alright. And now I just need to grab a farmer to work with. So let me just log someone in. And what are we at? We're at 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, not my longest stream ever, but alright. So endurance usage was kind of maybe a little obnoxious. But I did have the travel power turned on for the entirety of that. And I didn't have all powers plussed up, so there was that to consider. I'll get ready to meet her alternate self. The reason why the build originally had Mighty Leap And I'm still kind of keeping that in mind that I I kind of wanted corrosive vial for the theme, but for the character, maybe swapping to Mighty Leap would free me up the spot maybe to take maneuvers. Uh, and that would help close some of those defensive gaps when I'm. Uh, all right, there's Big Sis. Let's get it started. Oh, oh, hi. Kitty cat just said hi. I know there's food in your bowl. Okay. And in case you're wondering what I'm actually doing, I'm preemptively spawning all of the mobs that are in these side tunnels. Okay, and my kitty has decided to sing a solo. I think it's in a dirge of the empty food dish in the key of meow. But I know your food dish isn't empty. You just didn't eat everything in it. You just want fresh. Yes, all you want. Yes, it is. Yeah, well, let me work on this and I'll come back. Okay, manage. Uh, Chance for negative energy damage catalyst. Get it catalyzed. As we watch muscle memory fight with muscle memory. And free sheet. Yeah, it's like I know I said earlier I wasn't planning on taking Serpent's Reach, and I wound up taking it anyways. Okay. Speed of sound, stamina, corrosive vial. Oh, OBS just told me it's disconnecting and reconnecting. So, OBS Studio, reconnection successful. Thank you for telling me that. It was very nice to know. Okay. Placate. I guess I want to boost this one up. Chance for build up, we can catalyze. Alright, rooted. Deathly Tales! While I'm doing this boring part, the new Sonic Adventure 2 movie, uh, or Sonic 2, there was something interesting setting about the casting and that the voice of Tails is being provided by the current game voice of Tails. which is normally unusual because in most cases, movie studios run from the voice actors who currently voice the characters and pick somebody else with bigger star talent. Now, sometimes, like Detective Pikachu, this works very well because you get Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool, who's playing Pikachu, and that was just liquid awesome. Even though no one really talks about that movie now. Gee, I wonder why. Maybe because everything else was forgettable except that Deadpool is Pikachu. Anyways, but it was, I think, kind of telling that there's some characters. A good example would be Madagascar, where one of the producers, I think actually the president of DreamWorks, was the one who was voicing Skipper, and he was just doing it as an add-in part because uh, they hadn't cast a person to play Skipper yet. It wasn't really that important of a role, but everyone loved the Kowalski analysis or blend boys blend. And then the president of DreamWorks kind of turned that he went from being the boss to he was an active character in one of his own shows. And I think that's one of the reasons why Penguins of Madagascar had such a really good television run as a separate entity from the Madagascar movies. Is it was about the characters, not about the. Um, it was about the side characters that the people who were in the studio were invested in. Something that I'm not really sure could be said about the Madagascar movies, where none of the stars are really invested in the characters now, are they? Anyways, but kind of the reason why I went down that tangent is at the same time that uh, they're talking about, we got the game voice actor for Tails, who's been doing a great job. He voices the young fox. You can't almost look at Tails without hearing that specific voice. Uh, and then at the same time, Sega did something that I'm really having problems wrapping my head around because it makes no sense at all. Sega hired the writer of the Archie and IDW Sonic comics to write Sonic Frontiers. Now, Sega has a really terrible history of hiring the wrong people to do the wrong game at the wrong time. It's like when they made Sonic, the Sonic Big Red Button Studios, Big Button Studios. Oh, one of the recent 3D animated Sonic TV shows that had a game that went along with it and was routinely panned as one of the worst Sonic games ever. And there go my lights again. Okay, yeah, I got hands on. If you hear gunshots, I hope everything's okay. And since my kitty is sitting right in front of me, I don't know what's triggering the security light. I don't see any movement. Alright, anyways, Sega actually, that was a really smart move hiring. The thing is, if you've never read the Sonic comics, they've actually been really good and had several innovative ideas about what it meant to be Sonic. This is the same writer who, when Sonic went up against his nemesis Scourge, he flipped the. If you've seen any of the Batman, the Christopher Nolan Batman movies, with Heath Ledger's Joker. That was the second one. Uh, in there, Joker poses, he's convinced that, just one bad day, and that's kind of the theme of other Joker writers to taken. Batman's just one bad day from being the next Joker. In fact, that's the whole basis of the character, the Batman who laughs. He is the Batman who has become the Joker. Uh, but in the Sonic comics, this is the writer who's now writing Sonic Frontiers. I believe is the one who, when Sonic faced off against Scourge, and Scourge pulled this line, that you're just one bad day away from being me, and Sonic fired back, nope, you just need a little bit of compassion and a little bit of empathy, and you're one step away from being me. It's just awesome, awesome turnaround of every DC writer seems like they're all determined to take Batman down a peg and turn Batman into the next turn Batman into the next Joker. They want Joker to be more effective at deterring crime in Gotham than Batman is. That's how twisted the writers DC is hiring are. Uh, but the writer of Sonic Frontiers now is, I believe, the person who's responsible for taking that entire sentiment, jamming it in a trash can, and giving a big double-barreled middle finger to uh, to DC Comics and showing them this is how a superhero, an actual superhero, would respond when confronted with that. No, you're just one step away from being me. You just need to change. And that was brilliant. And this is also, I believe, the same writer who is responsible for the multi-dimensional Sonics. And what I can remember from that run is that Sonic, there's this like infinite road that Sonic goes out in the middle of, and he has a whole horde of other alternate dimension Sonic to them. And they beat the boss by each Sonic using their individual powers. So you have a giant Sonic who pushes an enemy over. You have mini Sonics who gather formation behind the enemy that's being pushed over to act as a tripping aid. It's a wonderful setup. It's handling the idea of multiple dimensions. So I think this is all the same editor who's basically been writing the Sonic comic forever, who's now writing an open world Sonic game. So if he can even bring a fourth of what's been in the Sonic comics from the Archie and IDW comic to Sonic Frontiers, go for it. This will be awesome. All right. So, we've, I guess, been sitting here. Jawohl. Someone's asking for me. Uh, okay. The other thing that I really wanted to check before I went to go find some food is to see what my HP cap was. Uh, and we'll go back up to base. We have no accolades. Currently, I'm running 1371. Hit Earth's Embrace. I'm at 2088. I'm not positive, but I think I just hit Stalker HP cap. Let's go check that. And our time, I didn't catch our time. Okay, HP cap. Hit points. Stalker, level 50. 2088.3. Okay. So I don't actually need the the Unbreakable Guard proc. I don't think I actually put it in here, but no, I don't actually need it because I am at Stalker HP cap with Earth's Embrace. Earth's Embrace has a 1 minute recharge time, and we're obviously under 1 minute on the recharge, so we look to be doing pretty good on survivability, so I can literally walk around all day as a Stalker. Uh, this may be one of the dumbest things I've ever done. All right, let's turn that off to. I'm gonna be mind blown if I actually pull this off. Uh, I'm pulling this off. I'm actually pulling this off. I mean, I just plowed through endurance, But even without soft cap defenses, I just held off +4 X8. I mean, that's just wow. Alright, security light just went back on again. What is going on? Wow. Wow. All right. So that answers that question. Endurance consumption is still a tad bit off the charts. So I probably will be swapping this for a physical perfection. Uh, I may go with Synapse's Shock, since I don't need to heal and free up a slot, and use that to get some more endurance recovery into stamina. But I just pulled off taking a +4 X8 mob with no incarnate powers. Woo! I'm gonna go get some food. I may be back later, I may not be. Thanks for watching if you've been hanging on. I'm Aurian.